Okay.
Look how many cats there is now.
Here's what, you're on camera.
What?
You're on camera.
I know. That's all right.
Okay, how old were you when World War II started in Europe?
I was 14 years old.
When it started?
Yeah. Started in fall 1939. And I was born in 1947. So that's now 12 years old.
12 years, okay. How did you get news about the first startings of the war?
Well, on the radio, we didn't have TV then. On the radio, and it just everybody knew it was going to happen. You know, the Germany was arming itself for about 10 years. France knew about it, England knew about it, and they were forbidden really to do it, but they did it like commercially. They made the ships commercially, they made the aviation kind of commercially.
They didn't say it was for war, they just had it?
No, they just had they wanted to have, you know.
So they were preparing without telling everybody?
Preparing, yeah.
Okay. What do you remember about the first time you heard about Hitler?
Well, again, it was the newspapers that wrote about him, and they usually lied about him, you know, because the truth didn't come out until really
When the war started, right?
towards the middle of the war.
Oh, okay.
You know, we didn't know until the book he wrote My Count, you know, which was my fight.
Yeah, My Struggle, right?
My struggle,
Mhm.
and I was, what, 12 years old,
Yeah.
so the parents were more interested, you know, to save brother and myself from any trouble.
Yeah. So they didn't tell you about it, you just kind of figured
No.
out what was going on?
Yeah.
Okay. What about Mussolini and Stalin? What do you remember about them?
Well, they were not really friends, you know. Mussolini was a fascist, just like Hitler.
Yeah, fascist Italy.
And Stalin was a communist, just like the rest of Soviet Union at that time. So, in 1981, when it fell apart. Well, Stalin died early in 1953. But Stalin, Hitler, and Mussolini were all the same kind of
Dictator.
dictators and murderers.
Did you support the Allies during the war, or did you have an allegiance to the Axis powers, which were, you know, Germany, Italy, and...
Well, at the beginning, I didn't have any allegiance to anybody. I just wanted to save my neck.
Yeah.
But really, our allegiance was always to the Ukrainians,
Yeah.
to my native nationalities.
Yeah.
And probably we were a little bit sided with the Germans because they promised Ukraine independence.
Okay, yeah.
And they lied. You know, the minute they took over Ukraine, you know, they arrested all the leaders and killed many of them, put them into concentration camps.
So the leaders of Ukraine were kind of trusting of the Germans?
Yeah, they tried to, they believed them too.
Everybody believed that they would give you guys okay.
Hitler's idea was really to conquer
all of Europe.
All of Europe, but some of them were siding with Hungary was kind of siding with them, Romania was siding with them, Italy joined them.
Italy was one of his bigger
Axis,
powers, yeah.
It was part of the Axis, which was Germany, Italy, and Japan.
Yeah.
Came into the war way late.
Way late, because they brought America in too.
44.
So Ukraine wasn't part of the Axis powers, but they trusted.
Ukraine was not an independent country.
Mhm.
Hitler attacked Poland.
Poland, yeah, yeah.
Poland, which was ethnically Ukrainian,
Mhm.
but under Polish rule since 1920.
Yeah.
Because in 1919, 1920, and 21 we had Ukraine as a country.
Yeah.
And then the Polish people attacked Ukraine.
Yeah, because Germany attacked Poland and took it over.
Well, I'm talking about 20 years before Germany attacked Poland.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so there was a Ukrainian state in 1922.
Mhm.
And then Polish took over, Poland attacked us and took over until 39. In 1939, which was 17, 18 years later, Germany attacked Poland, and within 3 weeks they destroyed it.
Yeah, Blitzkrieg.
It was a blitzkrieg, and just before they took over the whole Poland, the Russians went, the Soviets,
Yeah.
Stalin went from the east and took, Stalin and Hitler made an agreement
Yeah.
to split Poland in half. They would take eastern part of Poland,
Mhm.
and Hitler would take the western part of Poland and stop the war. That was in 1939,
Mhm.
fall. But Hitler always had the idea to attack the east because Hitler needed the Lebensraum, they called it,
Mhm.
the room to live,
Yeah.
to expand. Most wars are for power, are economical, for power, for wealth,
Expansion. Mhm.
for strength, not really for ambitions. There is sometimes for ambition.
Mm. Okay. How did you learn about the Holocaust when that started?
Well, that was roughly in 1944. That's when Hitler was being defeated by the Soviet Union,
Mhm.
and they were coming back to Poland, to Ukraine.
Yeah.
And we ran away. My parents ran away and took me and my brother George with them.
Where did you go after that?
And
The first place.
we went west.
Mhm.
That was in 1944. So that was about 5 years after the war started.
Yeah.
We were running away. We went to Krakow, Poland, which is the western part of Poland. And we lived outside of Krakow. And on the way to Krakow, which was about 10 miles, on one side was a concentration camp. So we didn't know it was a concentration camp, but it was all fenced in, and they had towers with people on top, soldiers on top with guns. And we were wondering what it is, and people were talking about concentration camp and the Jewish people and some Polish nationals and Ukrainian nationals were imprisoned there, but we didn't really know about it.
Yeah.
About the Holocaust and the entire idea of Hitler of killing so many people, 6 million or 7 million
Yeah.
Jewish people. Altogether, there's more than 20 million that died in this war.
Mhm.
But 6 million were eliminated
By Hitler.
Yeah. And we found out really, in 1945, when the Americans
Came into the war.
came in and thought, no, they were in war already 6 months or 8 months, but when they won the war,
Mhm.
and open up the concentration camps. And then the pictures came out, and
Were they taking people from Ukraine and Poland into the
yeah,
camps too?
they were taking them, those who were politically involved, and
Oh, okay.
those who were, let's say, there was a curfew, 9 o'clock, people were still trying to walk or so, they were caught and taken to Germany for the labor camps originally, and then eventually some of them ended up in concentration camps.
So just ordinary citizens were taken too?
Regular citizens, yeah.
Wow, okay.
I mean, in war, you're not a regular citizen. You're either for or against.
Mhm.
And if you're not with the Germans, you're against them. And we were not with the Germans, so we were against them. They had to be like tacit cooperators.
Mhm.
Cooperators, we didn't fight them, but we didn't like them.
Yeah. Did you stay in that edge of Poland until the end of the war, or did you move again?
No, we went from Krakow, we went to Vienna.
Mhm. Yeah, Austria, right? Uh-huh.
And spent a couple years, 2-3 years in Vienna. And then I finished my high school there
Mhm.
in German language because I knew German from high school.
Yeah.
And then went to university to pre-med medicine,
Mhm.
And then I went to Innsbruck from Vienna.
Mhm.
My parents were in Vienna, but I left for Innsbruck because my girlfriend left for Innsbruck.
Mhm.
So I kind of went after her. And from Innsbruck, which is Tyrol,
Mhm.
mountains,
Yeah.
beautiful. I was sponsored by a farmer from Virginia,
And you came here?
and I came to the States, to Boston. And besides, you had to have a sponsor, and you have to have an affidavit, which is sponsorship was financially securing my
okay.
stay.
Yeah.
So I had a job from the farmer, and
Mhm.
he came to Boston, and I thanked him very much for sponsoring me, but I would prefer not to go to the farmer.
Yeah.
He didn't mind. So I went to Chicago,
You stayed here.
where my friend was, who was a taxi driver at that time, and he is the one who sent me the affidavit.
Okay. Did you have any problems like moving around? Were people questioning it during the war?
Well, we all had the Kennkarten or Ausweis, which is a permit,
Mhm.
just like a passport.
Okay.
But for instance, from Vienna to Innsbruck, I couldn't go because Vienna was kind of occupied by 4 powers, by
Mhm.
French, American, Russian, and Austrians, And Innsbruck was French only,
Mhm.
and to pass through the border, I had to get permit, and I couldn't get the permit, so my brother kind of falsified the stamp.
Mhm.
He was good with his hands, and I went through the border
Mhm.
to French zone of Austria.
Okay. Do you remember hearing anything about December 7th, 1941, when Pearl Harbor was bombed by the Japanese? Did you hear anything about that?
Not much, no. We
Uh-huh.
didn't hear much. Well, we just knew that Americans entered the war.
Mhm.
And we knew about bombing and Japanese attacking it,
Yeah.
not to the point like few
Of what happened?
years later when we saw the movies and
Oh, okay.
the articles and history books and stuff.
Do you remember when the bombs were dropped on Japan from America at Nagasaki and Hiroshima? Did you hear about that
the
too?
atomic bomb, yeah.
Yeah, the atomic
yeah,
bombs, both of
we
them.
knew all about it, you know. I mean, we didn't know about it until it was dropped because it was very much secret, you know.
It wasn't, yeah,
And
nobody knew.
President Truman, I believe,
Yeah.
at that time decided to end the war. You have to do it because otherwise the war would continue another few months and
Mhm.
probably hundreds of thousands of Americans would die, you know.
Yeah.
But my experience with bombs was in Vienna. That's where the American planes came in and were bombing Vienna for probably 6 months, trying to hit the industrial sites, but then you were so far up.
Mhm. Were you living in Vienna during the bombing?
Yeah. We lived in, our house number was 36, number 40 was bombed out, 38 was bombed out, and 34 was bombed out. And we were 36, we
Right
were
in the
just
middle.
in the middle. At the top of our house was hit by a bomb, because the bombs don't fall up and down, but they fall under an angle, you know, so it just chopped off the third floor of the house. And we spent most of the time when the bombs came in the basement. We didn't go to the bunkers. We had a bunkers
In the
made
home?
in Vienna, you know, but we didn't go there. You know. It was from 10 o'clock in the morning until 12 every day, exactly. So we knew, you know, alarm was sounding, you know, and we went down in the basement. But us kids, you know, we looked, many times we came out of the basement just to see the place. You know, once they go by, you know, the bombs shall not come.
Mhm. How did that affect just daily life? Doing, you know, you couldn't walk outside without being,
Well,
for the fear of the attack.
And you get so used to it that you really do not know that the war is on.
It's just
You
a part
haven't-
of life now.
You had no idea that what's going on, you know. I mean, you could see really just before the Vienna was took over by Russians, you could see the little Russian planes coming over and dropping a bomb here and there, a 50-pound small bomb. So all you did was you went and put it into the house, you know, open the door, but into any house, and the bomb would come in and it would make a maybe 3 feet hole,
Mhm.
and it didn't do any harm. So it became day of life. As a matter of fact, we played a game. We were taking up the pieces of metal when the bombs had exploded,
Mhm.
and bragging about it. It was still hot, you know. When it was hot, you were kind of brave.
Um, do you think World War II was justified, and the events that ended the war, as in the bombing on Japan? Do you think that was justified?
No war is justified, but defense is justified.
Mhm.
Remember, America would be next to be attacked by Hitler. We knew it. Once Hitler would win against Soviet Union, it could have taken another 6 months or a year. He would strengthen himself up and probably attack America and England directly, you know, like invasion. So our part in the war was justified, you know, whereas Hitler was the attacker.
Mhm. So the defense
We
that
were
we put on.
defending.
Yeah. Do you think you would have come to America at all if it wasn't for the war moving you
No.
originally?
No, we had good life, we had good house.
So you never planned, growing up, you never
car
planned?
back home, which was in our town of 60,000. There were about 12 cars, 12 personal cars. That was 1939 when the war started.
Yeah.
And I would have no reason at all to go any place.
You never would have planned to leave at all?
No.
If you weren't
No.
forced to originally?
No, he kind of ran away from the Soviet Union, from the communists
Mm-hmm.
who were taking over Vienna and half of the Europe.
Mm-hmm. Was growing up one of the biggest fears that where you were living was going to be turned into a dictatorship at all? Or is that nothing?
Well, I was really too young to worry about these things. You know, at that time you worry about finishing school,
Mm-hmm.
having fun, you know, playing soccer and skiing and playing tennis, getting a good job, you know, that's about it.
Wow. Is there any, particular memories that you have about moving around a lot and like all the places that you went to? Is there anything that, something that you remember more than anything else?
I don't know, Mama is listening, so.
No, I'm not.
I do.
Come again?
Is there any specific things that you remember more than anything else? Any moments that really
Well,
made such an impact that it changed your life? Or
it didn't change my life, but when we came to Boston, we got $20 from the organization that
Mhm.
brought us over, because we came on a warship,
Mhm.
General Sturgis, and we ate nothing but hard-boiled eggs, and they were all yellow, the white was yellow too, because they were old,
Yeah.
and no appetite to speak of because of the up and down, and we came to Boston, they gave us $20 each,
Mhm.
and some Polish girls. I could speak Polish and German. I couldn't speak English at home.
Not yet at all?
No, I spoke Russian and German and Polish and Ukrainian. And they were Polish, and we went to have a drink. And when I came out, I had $1 left, from the restaurant. And that was enough to buy milk and a donut coming to Chicago. So I remember from then not to go to restaurants, not to go to taverns and restaurants, and be careful with the women.
How was the ship coming over?
Again, I said it was a General Sturgis, a warship,
Mhm.
and there was no cabins, you slept in 4 high banks, and it was sometimes embarrassing because older people were there and lots of farm people, and when you're on the bottom bank, and somebody on the third bank or fourth is vomiting, it's coming down, it was unpleasant, so I spent most of my time outside. I wasn't seasick people, somehow I took it easier than I was 22 years old. So
How long were you on the ship?
it took us 8 days to get from Italy to
Boston?
Boston.
Okay.
Yeah. It was, no, it wasn't from Italy. It was from Bremen, Bremen, Germany to Boston. When I was in the American Army, then I was sent to Europe, and after I came to the States, like a year later or 8 months later, I got drafted into the Army.
For which war? The Cold War? What?
Yeah, That was the Cold War. That
Mhm.
was in 1951.
Mhm.
It was Korean
Yeah.
War. During Korean War, and I was sent to Europe because of my language knowledge.
Yeah.
And at that time I spoke English fairly well, not
Mm.
that good. But again, knowing 5 languages, they wanted to go to Europe, and I was in the intelligence section of the division. And I didn't have the citizenship yet, but they said if you enjoy the privileges, you might as well take and defend the country.
Mhm.
So we were fighting the Cold War.
So the biggest change then during World War II was coming to America? Because you
Well,
would never...
that was after World War.
Well, yeah. Mhm.
After World War II.
But leaving home was probably the biggest thing.
I never got home.
Mhm.
So the home was back
In Ukraine,
in
right?
Ukraine, But America became my second
Mhm.
home. I got the citizenship and spent the last 60 years.
Okay.
And after the Army, the GI Bill of Rights, which paid monthly $110, I went to Loyola
Mhm.
University and finished the college. And that helped me in my future.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Thanks, Grandpa.
You are welcome.
Thank you.